Hello everyone, Scooter here, and welcome back to more of Tears of the Kingdom. Last time we went just each and every which direction. We didn't have an exact goal in mind, and probably looked like a borderline crazy person. But starting off here, we're gonna fight a Hinox and some Yiga clan members. That's a camp. That means if that's a camp over there, which I can't see at all, which means it might be lower. But yeah, there's a camp over there. Which means there should be a Lightroot nearby, because for whatever reason, and I'm pretty sure it's designed like this, it always seems like there is a Lightroot within within like, I'm gonna say like 20 meters. I say meters. I don't know. I don't know how that system works. Being fully transparent with you, I don't understand how that numbering system works for you guys. So if I've said it wrong, A, I'm sorry. B, can you forgive me? C, I'm sorry. Anyway. Wakey wakey, time for school. Oh, you're blue. You're blue! You're blue and you're dead. Dabu died. Holy cow. Well, you have at least one thing I can use. I can't grab any of your other stuff. Oh, it's the first blue I've defeated. But yeah, there's some nice swords here, but I'm already fully stocked, so I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going this way if you don't mind. So, I've definitely moved on past the. Wow, it really just goes down. I'm just gonna kind of hug this wall until I see my mark. But oh, it was just on the other side. What I'm thinking of is. What I'm looking for is just on the other side of whatever this wall is, effectively. But back onto like the list of topics I can think of. And keep in mind, this is not like going to be a perfect list. I am probably going to skip a couple things, or I'm going to say stuff that's going to sound weird. But a lot of stuff is just kind of like a me to you kind of talk. Oh, hey, there it is, right there. Found it. Hello? Oh. Don't. This is a bad idea. Oh, right. I should have a weapon out. Huh, this works. I've decided that violence is the answer, apparently. That works. Actually, that means I can turn around and go get... Well, I highly doubt the Hinox's stuff will stay great. Fall over? Okay. Even though there's an armor spike, it won't fall over. I'm taking your tree trunk. I hope you know this. I'm taking your tree trunk. Give tree trunk. Give trunk. Give tree trunk. Yeah, a lot of these topics I've got lined up here are basically like, you know, call and response, even though I won't hear the response for many months, and I'll see the response in the videos like, what? Huh? Who said, huh? Anyway, do you have a feed? You do not have a feed. Never mind. Put that all away. But the other thing here is just, this is kind of a weird thing I thought of, but I say it's weird, but it probably is kind of relatable considering the lack of it I'm giving myself to try and get done with the depths right now. Have you ever noticed, like, in a sense that as time has gone on, shoot up, okay, that did not do what I wanted to do at all. I was hoping to get a feed, and then it would, like, I was hoping I would get a feed on that guy, and then it would just drop down. Anyway. Have you noticed, like, over time, how you fall asleep, like, the habits you get for falling asleep or how you fall asleep changes? Like, I know not everybody has this happen to them, but for me, it was kind of, like, I've had it happen twice in a sense, but for different things. Like, instance one is, I think I've mentioned it before, and this isn't a very far-fetched thing to think about, considering I've told you about past how I was a very large man. You know, I developed... Oh, bad. Considering how I basically developed, because I'm a very large man, I developed sleep apnea. And because of such, I now have to sleep with a CPAP on if I want to get a good night's sleep. Good night. Good night, sweet prince. Not so sweet prince. And, well, since I've lost a lot of weight, you know, now it's kind of like 50-50. I can sometimes go to bed without it on. I can still sleep well, but again, that's a 50-50. I should not go to sleep without that damn thing on my nose. Anyway. But yeah, like, my sleeping habits changed once because I basically had to get a tube that forces air down my throat so I don't die. But then, over the last, like, year or two, my sleeping habits have changed again. But this time in a way that is kind of a more common thing. Like, growing up and even well into some of my adult life, you know, when I would go to sleep, I would need it dead quiet, dead silence. If I heard a cricket chirping on the other side of the street for me, if it happened while I was trying to fall asleep, it would wake me up. Have I been here? The game says I've been here. I have no recollection of this place though. You would think I'd have more recollection of this place. Anyway. Yeah, like, if a cricket chirped on the other side of the road as I was falling asleep, it would have the power to keep me up all night. It wouldn't wake me up if I was already asleep, but it had the power to keep me up all night otherwise. But lately, like, I've been kind of falling excuse me, I've been kind of falling into the realm of and the problem. I say it's a problem, but it's actually more common than I realize. I'm going back up. It's actually a lot more common than I probably paint the picture of. Where, at least growing up, I would, like, as a dead silence. But now lately, it's like, I find myself actually using a, is there anything I can use to pilot? You know, I'll just build a steering column, heck with it. But I've been finding out lately that, you know, if I've been finding lately that if I go to sleep, I can actually, sometimes need white noise or something on, like a television or something to keep me, to help me fall asleep or stay asleep in some instances. Follow that arrow. I don't know where it's going, but follow it. I should have maybe put some fans on this. Oh well. I at least got out of there. Now watch me round this corner and not see a Lightroot. Where am I? Where am I going? Who am I? But like, I've been falling into like the whole trend of, you know, I kind of want something on. It helps me fall asleep. And I was never like that. Like, I always saw the best example I give of that for a while was I saw my father do it, and I was like, how can you do that? That's so noisy. I need dang near silence in order to do that. And I just thinking about it as a saying, I think I know what kind of jettisoned that. So a lot of times when I first started making content, you know, I would actually have my videos render while I was falling asleep or when I was away at work. And some of my earlier editing suites actually had a function where as soon as it was done rendering a video, it would automatically shut down my computer. I am turned away from where I want to try and turn into. Is this still a straight wall? Yes. But yeah, like, I think it kind of started with that. You know, I would render something, and then I would leave my computer on just to finish the render, and then the computer would shut down as soon as the render was finished. Which I miss that. I do miss that quality of life. That's like the one thing I miss from my last editing suite. I'm not gonna name names of editing suites I use or anything like that, because then people are gonna start getting into fights about what's the best editing suite to use. I know that's gonna happen. But, you know, I would leave my computer on, rendering a video overnight. That way I wouldn't have to, you know, sit there and watch my video render. I could actually just go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, my computer would be off and my video would be rendered. Most of the time, unless it was like a really big, unless I was rendering a ginormous video. Which I have done. So I'm like scanning the skyline for what could be a Lightroot route. As well as having this conversation. That helped no one. Much like this conversation. But yeah, like, I think it kind of started with that. Like, I still needed quiet. My computer was thankfully somewhere far enough away that, like, it wouldn't bother me with my sleep enough. But then, you know, I started moving on to my current editing suite where if I want to, I can render multiple videos at once or multiple videos at a time. And my computer won't shut down, but it will just render without me anywhere near what I'm working on. My computer can cook without me having to watch the stovetop. I think something that I'm after is around here. Man, I swear I swear this shadow is a Lightroot, but I don't think, but I also know better. Because it's not reaching all the way up to the ceiling. That's the thing I need to be looking for, is if, like, I'm trying to, like, find a Lightroot based on shadows. If it's a Lightroot, it goes all the way up to the ceiling of this place. I'm going to start a fight. Whoa, 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 big man. Gosh, I'm focused on one thing, not this thing. Could you please wait your turn? But, yeah, like, turn. Okay, cool talk. You ignored the, you know what, that's fine. But yeah, like, I've noticed, like, for a while, for a little bit there, it was just like, you know, or, yeah, now it's just like, you know, I leave my computer on, you know, during the weekday while I'm at work or anything like that. Oh, it hit 2. You're not helping. Oh. Hold on, you may have been helping. I'm not here. Whoa, I saw the axe. I saw the axe fly over my head and I got scared. But yeah, I think that's kind of what did help, what kind of triggered it now lately is, well, there's other influences, but like, what kind of helped trigger it is that I have that, and I also have been having a few friends. I've been also visiting friends or having get-togethers with friends, and they are people who, or there's a lot of them need to have sound on or to fall asleep. Again, I'm not going to call out names. If you want to out yourself in the comments, friends, you are well and welcome to, but I will not be the one to incriminate you at this time. I am a merciful God. Okay, get off your high horse for a minute, Scooter. Looking for fusion. Looking for fusion. I should actually use this so I can see the rock. Man. Throw a light source. That is not what I need to see. That is what I need to see way over there. But yeah. I'm not going to name names and call out people. If people that I know want to call themselves out, you're more than welcome to. And this isn't even a call-out post on it, because this is me asking general curiosity. General curiosity, if you've noticed that how you fall asleep or what you fall asleep to, if you have fallen asleep with sound on in the past, like, if that's changed over time. Me falling asleep with something on in general is the change for me. Like I said, I used to be a dead silent sleeper. It needed to be effectively zero dark hours for me to fall asleep in. Now I'm just kind of like, whatever's going on, I'll fall asleep in it. Then again, I also have a habit of like horrendously tiring myself, or that's not what I need to do. I am getting my butts confused. But I've also been getting myself into the habit of tiring myself out to almost a unhealthy degree before I fall asleep lately. In the last like year and a half, 2 years. Some of that might have something to do with it too. Come on, man, just show me a little bit of orange. I have seen 0 orange. A genuine internet user, a genuine user on the internet when looking up cat pictures. Come on, man, I haven't seen a single orange. Show me the orange. Is that what? Well, did I catch a glimpse of one just ahead of me? Okay, well, first of all, that works. Actually, I don't need to do this. Spin. Spin. Okay, cool. Now get some light. Where? Oh. You are pointing that way. Which would lead you to another statue. So this tells me... Orange! Thank you, cat lookers of the internet. You have showed me the light. I have found an orange cat. This shrine is now an orange cat. Man. Oh, that explains so much, and yet so little. What is that? Like, by the way, I'm standing in front of a lake, I just realized. Well, I do know a couple things we're going to go to. I'm going to mark a couple points of interest. I'm also going to eat some emergency pocket jerky. But one, this is something. And, okay, that's just a regular enemy base, so we're going to leave that be. Let me look through this. Because I don't think this is anything... Yeah, this is like something else on the surface. This is nothing that leads for the depths. So this is nothing here. And we've done that over there. So this is something over here. And then we're going to do this. And this will let me turn... And this will let me turn up into here. Wait, why are you lighting this Lightroot? Show me this wall way back here. What is the light mapping here? I really hope I got what's in that tree trunk. I just saw that there. Anyway. Let's go towards blue and then we'll warp back. Now, for anybody curious about what it is I fall asleep to watching, a lot of times it's just my watch later playlist. You know, that feature that's on the YouTube that probably only a handful of people even knows existed because YouTube stopped pushing it a long time ago, even though it's a very useful feature for people like me and you who don't have a lot of time to sit and watch all the videos in quick succession in one day. We actually need to take breaks from the internet like a normal person. Yeah, that feature. Oh no, I used up that shield. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, but yeah, just enough ragging on YouTube for half a minute to finish, so I can finish this story. I just watch all the videos that are in my watch later playlist. I just leave that go on while I fall asleep. And usually, everybody has about the same rough audio balance for the videos that I watch, so you know I can leave my speakers on a certain. I thought I saw a Lightroot. I thought I saw a Lightroot for a minute, but I think it was just like one of these these glowing dust particles. Anyway. But yeah, I just leave it on the background, and everybody I do watch on YouTube, or I save to my watch later playlist, they keep their volume levels at like roughly the same volume, but there's a handful of people I love watching that they just naturally have a booming voice. Or, hello? Yeah, that's nice talking about. They have a naturally booming voice, so even though their audio is mixed properly for what I normally watch, because they have such a bravado of a voice, when their videos come on, it snaps me awake. Anyway. I'm going to grab some deep fireflies. I'm going to grab this treasure chest. You're not going to touch me. No touching. Oh, I have room for this. That's a really... Why is the Seabreeze shield so friggin' strong? Hello? Alright, let's warp back. So, a lot of times those one or two people who just with their natural voice will snap me out of that sleep state if I leave something on in the background. And I'll be honest, I can't, like, whenever I'm listening to myself in editing, I'm usually fully awake. Excuse me, fully awake and somewhat cognitive. ADD may tell you otherwise. I say ADD, I'm not properly diagnosed, so this is just me throwing a word out there that I think it describes it the best. But yeah, like, I'm at least awake and mostly cognitive when I'm editing my voice, so my voice just sounds super normal to me. Like, it doesn't sound overbearing, even though it is bassy and I can tell it booms sometimes. Especially if I put forth a bravado on the voice and make it extra booming. But like my natural voice, I know booms, but I'm always awake when I'm editing, so I can't tell. Finally, after countless searching, a Lightroot, and even then, several. Everyone, I do thank you all so much for watching this episode of Tears of the Kingdom, and I hope to see you next time when we'll actually get to those Lightroots. Take care, everybody.